Have you ever looked at your bank statement and wondered how on earth you spent $200 on clothes that only cost $5 each? Welcome to the wild Shein phenomenon, guys. It is mind-blowing how this brand went from a total ghost brand, a name nobody could even pronounce correctly a few years ago, to the absolute queen of the global fashion industry. It feels like they just dropped out of the sky and started colonizing our closets and TikTok feeds overnight, while we were all busy strolling through the mall or waiting for seasonal sales at the big box retailers. This digital giant was building an empire that makes legendary names like Zara and H&M look like they're moving in slow motion. We're talking about a meteoric rise that has completely flipped the script on how we think about, shop for, and even discard our clothing. In just a few short years, Shein didn't just join the fashion race, they lapped everyone and are now setting a pace that seems frankly impossible to keep up with. But who is the mysterious lead character in this high-stakes corporate drama? Enter Chris Shu. Now, if you haven't heard of him, don't feel bad, because almost nobody has. He is the ultimate man of mystery in the tech world, an SEO genius who treats the entire internet like his personal playground. While most high-profile CEOs are out there doing glamorous magazine covers or giving TED Talks, Chris stays firmly in the shadows. He's like a ghost in the machine, rarely seen in public and never giving interviews. Before he was the undisputed king of ultra-fast fashion, he was a search engine optimization expert. And let me tell you, that is the secret sauce. He didn't approach fashion as an artist or a designer. He approached it as a tech guy who knew exactly how to manipulate algorithms to make sure you found what you were looking for before you even knew you wanted it. And get this, you guys won't believe where it all started, before it was the colorful, chaotic, and endlessly scrolling app we know today. The company was actually called Zico, and it focused almost exclusively on selling wedding dresses. Can you even imagine that? The place where you now buy neon crop tops and $3 sunglasses used to be the go-to spot for brides on a budget looking for a bargain gown. It's such a weird and humble beginning for a brand that now moves millions of units across the globe every single day. They played the ultimate underdog game, staying way under the radar while the big mall brands were comfortably sleeping on their thrones, thinking they were untouchable. While those traditional stores were worrying about expensive window displays, Shein was in the background perfecting the art of the add-to-cart addiction that we all know too well. Seriously, why does it feel like Shein is literally stalking your bank account sometimes? It's because they've mastered the psychological thrill of the hunt. There's this specific dopamine hit you get from finding a 20-piece haul for the same price you'd pay for a single steak dinner. It's like playing a digital slot machine where you almost always feel like you've won a new wardrobe. This isn't just fast fashion anymore, guys. That term is way too slow for what's happening here. Zara might take a few weeks to get a design from the drawing board to the store rack, but for Shein, that's like moving at a snail's pace. They are ultra fast, uploading thousands of brand new items to the site every single day. Before we continue, subscribe to the channel and tell us in the comments where you are watching from. They managed this total global takeover and conquered the massive US and European markets without ever opening a single permanent physical storefront. It is a complete digital revolution happening right in the palm of our hands. They bypassed the middleman, the malls, and the insane overhead costs of brick and mortar retail to ship directly from their massive hubs in Guangzhou. But here's where the gossip starts to get spicy. How is it even humanly possible to produce that much clothing at that lightning speed? Is it just pure technological genius, or is there something a bit more shady happening behind those factory doors? Rumors are swirling about their production secrets, and what we are about to uncover next is going to make you look at that next orange package differently. Is all this glamour hiding a darker secret? We need to talk about the logistics and how they are basically rewriting the rules of how the world works, because the truth behind the curtain is crazier than the checkout price. The secret behind this digital explosion isn't just good marketing, it is a full-blown algorithm scandal that feels like something out of a sci-fi movie. Have you ever wondered how Shein seems to know exactly what you want before you even click a button? It's because they use advanced AI to basically spy on global trends in real time. We are talking about a system that monitors every mention of a specific color, fabric, or style across every social media platform simultaneously. Is it sheer genius or just incredibly creepy? While other designers are sketching on paper, Shein's AI is busy analyzing billions of data points to predict the next viral hit. It's like they have a crystal ball made of code, and it's always looking at your screen. This tech-driven approach leads us straight into the arms of the influencer army. Oh man, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. You cannot open TikTok for 5 seconds without seeing the Shein haul phenomenon in full effect. The brand basically bought the entire platform by sending massive boxes to creators. Why show off one outfit when you can show off 50? It's a total dopamine vortex. Watching someone unbox a mountain of clothes that only cost them $100 makes the audience feel like they're missing out on the deal of a century. This massive wave of content didn't happen by accident. It was a calculated move to turn every teenager with a smartphone into a walking, talking billboard for the brand. But wait, because the tea is about to get exceptionally hot and a bit bitter, we have to talk about the dupe drama. If you've spent any time in the fashion community, you've heard the rumors. Dozens of independent designers are coming forward with receipts, claiming Shein stole their original work. It's a recurring nightmare for small artists. They post a unique handcrafted design on Instagram, and within 72 hours, a cheap, mass-produced version appears on the Shein app for a fraction of the price. The lawsuits are piling up, and the gossip is everywhere. Critics argue that the brand's inspiration is actually just digital shoplifting on a global scale. Is it a fair game in a fast-paced world, or is it a predatory practice that's crushing the soul of independent creativity? How do they even move that fast, though? This is the 3-day magic that has the entire industry shaking in its boots. It is almost supernatural. Most brands take months to get a design from a sketch to a store shelf, but Shein does it in 3 days. They've built a massive, hyper-connected supply chain in Guangzhou that functions like a single giant organism. Thousands of small-scale factories are linked to a central software system that tells them exactly what to sew and when. It's like a real-time game of Tetris, but with sewing machines and fabric. This brings us to the biggest mystery of all, the price point. How can a trendy dress cost less than your morning Starbucks latte? It honestly doesn't seem to add up mathematically unless something suspicious is happening behind the scenes. This is where the whispers about ghost factories start to get loud. Rumors about the actual working conditions in those Guangzhou hubs have sparked massive debates online. What's really happening behind those closed factory doors? Is our $5 shirt coming at a much higher human cost? Beyond the labor questions, the environmental backlash is reaching a breaking point. We are living in the era of disposable fashion, and Shein is the undisputed leader. People are asking if the brand is single-handedly ruining the planet by flooding the world with clothes meant to be worn twice and then tossed. It's a massive controversy that pits our love for bargains against our concern for the earth. Some experts even speculate that Shein isn't really a fashion company at all, but a data harvesting company that uses clothes as a front to learn everything about your shopping habits. The internet is totally divided, but wait until you hear what the competitors are doing to stop them. The plot is about to thicken. The tension isn't just happening in factory boardrooms, it's exploding all over your feed. If you want to see a real-life digital gladiator match, just head over to the comments section on Twitter or X. It is a total war zone. On one side, you have the Shein addicts who defend their right to affordable style with every fiber of their being. They'll tell you that being fashionable shouldn't just be for the rich. But on the other side, the critics are coming in hot with receipts, calling out the environmental impact and the labor rumors we just talked about. It's a massive polarization that has turned a simple shopping app into a political statement. You're either part of the haul squad, or you're leading the movement to cancel them. There is zero middle ground, and the drama is absolutely exhausting to watch, but impossible to look away from. This brings us to what might be the most fascinating social experiment of our time, the Gen Z hypocrisy. Gen Z is widely known as the most ethical, environmentally conscious generation in history. They are the ones leading the climate strikes and demanding brand transparency. Yet statistically, they are also the primary engine driving Shein's multi-billion-dollar success. It's such a juicy contradiction. How can the generation that wants to save the planet also be the one ordering 50-piece hauls of polyester that might end up in a landfill in 6 months? It's a classic case of do as I say, not as I shop. But Shein isn't the only player in the game anymore, and Chris Xu is definitely starting to feel the heat. Enter the new rival in town, Temu. If you thought Shein was aggressive, Temu is on a whole different level. This is the fast fashion war of the century, you guys. Temu's shop like a billionaire slogan is a direct shot across the bow, and they are fighting for the same eyeballs and the same wallets. The gossip in the industry is that these two are basically in a race to the bottom, cutting prices so low it's almost scary. They're even suing each other in US courts over things like influencer exclusivity and marketing tactics. It's getting messy and loud, making the world of discount shopping feel like a high-stakes action movie. While this war rages on, there's an even bigger mystery looming over the brand, the IPO. Rumors have been circulating for a long time about Shein finally going public on the stock market. We are talking about a potential valuation of around $100 billion. But it's not all smooth sailing. Some lawmakers and human rights groups are doing everything in their power to block it, demanding more transparency about those ghost factories and supply chains. Chris Xu, the mysterious man behind the curtain, is suddenly finding that being a private ghost brand was much easier than being a public titan. Will they actually pull it off, or will the legal hurdles be too high for even Chris Jude to jump? In an attempt to clean up their image, Shein has started rolling out these green initiatives, but the internet isn't fully buying it. They've introduced eco-friendly lines and clothing recycling programs, but critics are screaming greenwashing. Is it a legitimate change of heart, or is it just a clever PR stunt to make them look better in the media? It's a tough sell when your entire business model is built on massive volume and rapid turnover. Can a company that thrives on disposable fashion ever truly be green? Expert predictions are all over the place. Some believe Shein is the new permanent queen of retail, a data-driven monster that can never be stopped. Others warn that they might eventually crash and burn. Just like Forever 21, fashion is fickle, after all. But for now, the momentum is still huge. Can you really quit Shein, or are you already waiting for your next package? Whose side are you on? Tell me in the comments if you're a Shein lover or a Shein hater. I want to know everything you think about this crazy